Hi, I'm Fergie1980, play Save the World, power level 97 player. So, patch v6.30 has been deployed, it's been downloaded, and we're just booting up in the background. So, going to have a first look at what it's all about. We'll skip past Battle Royale stuff. The interesting stuff for me is the complete change of the UI user interface. We'll jump right on in a minute and we'll have a look at that. We'll start to have a play around that and see how it affects us, especially with some of the changes they've made. Been quite a lot of changes. Skill trees being placed with upgrade pages. Research trees have been upgraded with a research page. So the good thing is, I've already I'm on page 4 of research points. So each item's cost me 4,000 research points. Completed pages 1, 2, 3 of a skill tree, and I think I've got 4 or 5 or maybe 6 to go on the last tree. Already maxed out commander level 310, so I'm not getting any more skill points from that. I have to earn them from the collection book and obviously the Storm Shield defenses, to which I'm currently. My next quest is Storm Shield 7 in Twine. If any of you want to check out my other videos, you'll see I soloed Storm Shield 6. It's relatively simple, quite a bit of overkill on traps, good area at the end with some of the smashers. So the good thing I'm noticing is they're not going to take anything away from us, which is great. And as you'll know, any other players in the game who are trying to kind of gold roll any of your weapons or traps, farming perk up, reperk and flux is an absolute nightmare. Flux, you just can't farm it really. But perk up and reperk is to be able to level up where you want to do, you have to kind of put in the hours for small rewards. So it's been quite frustrating. So the recent Cram event was great because you could buy it from the item shop, which is great. So I'd love to see that come back in after Fortnite Nails before they launch the Christmas campaign. Uh, so they've taken out V-Bucks and skill points from the collection book, which I'm okay with. I'm almost at my skill points max level. Uh, Taking out V-Bucks, I think I'm on about collection book level 130, so not too concerned about that because I've gone past all the V-Bucks rewards, or the majority of them anyway. What I'm really excited for is receiving a gift box containing new rewards based on current collection book level. So what I'm hoping for is if any reperk, perk up, or flux rewards that were granted, kind of say collection book levels 1 to 30, I'm hoping I'm going to get a nice little gift box containing some materials for that, so I can start crafting up. So that will be really good. Also, as I said, I'm commander level 310. I've been for a while now as well, so I haven't been gaining XP. So I'm also interested to see the additional levels I've received, how much XP I've earned since I got to kind of like the max level as well. And obviously you're getting rewards every time you level up now as well. So it'd be really good to see another little gift box containing rewards on that. A couple of mission changes. Hopefully the fix, or it looks like the fix of the bomb mission. Where are we here? If we go into find it in here now, but they do note they have. Here we go, bug fixes. Deliver the bomb mission, fixed it. So as anybody will know, uh, when you can deploy the launcher, deploy the armory, lay the tracks, but when you go then to deploy the bomb along the tracks, it kind of glitches. So you'll learn quite quickly not to build anything around the launcher until you know you can 100% launch, get that bomb moving. Otherwise, you're just wasting mats. Uh, New revolvers coming out, 6-shooter that they've had in Battle Royale for a while. I quite like it. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. So I'm hoping when I get that in the item shop in probably about another 12 hours for me because I'm UK time, going to have a little bit of a play around with that and see if that is any good. So let's go into Save the World. Here we go. Available now, front end improvements. Okay, so that all looks. Oh no, here we go. So the quest page is still looking pretty much the same. Oh, I've gone down to power level 91. Now that is interesting. I was sat at power level 97, so it might have been some of the changes. So if we look here under commander, max level, okay, so still sat there. 220 upgrades, 362,000 research. So this is hoping where I can use these research points to get some of my power level backwards. So what are we looking at? Fortitude, health and health, we know that. Defense, weapon damage, resistance, shield and tech, ability and damage, trap damage and healing rate. So what have we got? How much each is going to cost us? So we'll start with a bit of offense first. So if we click, okay, so we're looking at 300 each. So I've got probably quite a lot actually. I've got about 100,000 I can use here. So I might actually even be able to get higher than level 97. So let's see. Difference is this making? Okay, so we get a bonus every time we fill up the meter. So there we go. But okay, so we've moved up relatively quickly and I haven't really made a dent in my research. So get everything to 100 to start off with. Thanks, we know that. Resistance up. And let's get the tech up. Okay, so right, we jumped up from 91 to 94 quite quickly there. So as I said before, I was originally at power level 97. I was probably one bar into it, so 20% of the way through. What have we used? 100 and... oh, there we go. As we go through the levels, it's costing us more per research, similar as it did on the research tree. So that's completely fine. So what are we looking at here? So I've used a third of my inventory. I've gone up a few levels. So what I like to do, please correct me if I'm doing it wrong, but I like to keep all my kind of all my stats kind of leveled up at the kind of same time. I like to keep them all around the same, which gives me a good all-rounder because I play with soldiers, I'll play with constructors, and I'll play with outlanders as well. The only character I don't really play with at all are ninjas, because I just find it kind of in the higher levels, their abilities don't do much. For soldiers, you've got obviously that pure offense, and I use a kind of crit build on my soldiers. So with the wraith, with the crit build, it just turns it into a bit of a laser. An outlander, using it for obviously the farming abilities, and I use it for some of the lower level missions as well, just purely because movement speed is great with the phase shift. You can also farm quite quickly while you've got it, and also you've got the teddy as well. And when used with my constructor as well, it just extends it that little bit extra. So let's go up another 50 on each one. Oh, that went up quite quickly there. Okay. Okay, so here we go. We're at 150 on each one. I'm at 96, so I'm probably a level off. We'll just get everything up to the next level. Everything up to level 60. Okay, so everything's here at level 60. I'm back up to my 97, which is fantastic. So I was exactly where I was before the update. And I've still got 110,000 to play with as well. So that's quite nice. I'm going to have a little bit of a play around with that a little bit later. But let's get that through. So that's the command tab. So we've done that. So we're looking at the upgrades here. So I'm guessing it has reset all of my things. What I tend to use is, I'll tend to use most often the airstrike. I'll use the banner if we're doing relatively hard missions, or I'm trying to solo missions so I can respawn quite quickly at the same place. I'll use the turret. And if I'm just out there kind of generally farming, I use a supply drop. So those are the ones I'm going to kind of focus on start of all. So what are we doing here? Okay, so I've already hit max level on that. Okay, max level on the banner. That's all happening quite quickly. And this one? Right, okay, so I've got those back to where I want to. I'll probably get the adrenaline rush as well up to max level. As I said, proximity mines, low fields I tend to use every now and again, but I'll have a look at that later because we'll be interested to see what else these skill points are used for. Okay, so if we look at my profile here, what have we got? Max level, right, okay, get that. Going into my heroes. Oh, okay, so this is new. So, we look at managing our heroes. Okay, so that all looks like it looked before. As you see, I've got some heroes and expeditions. Ones I tend to use the most is I use the Skull Ranger, the Urban Assault, when I'm looking for kind of damage, where I'm just looking to kind of gun it. I run Birthday Brigade Ramirez is my second, and that's because obviously assault critical damage. A couple of my assault rifles are set for critical damage, so that's fine. And obviously I use my Mega Base Kyle. If I'm running Outlanders, I'll go with Striker AC. I just find he's the best all round with his space shift and his anti-material charge and charging quickly. You can move around quickly. Depending if I'm farming, I'll run that in conjunction with obviously Recon Scout Jess, and then obviously Mega Base Kyle for obviously again on the for the heavy damage. So, okay, so Heroes is all about the same, got 771,000 Hero XP. Okay. Expeditions, which must not be an overflow. Okay. So, I'm currently massively in overflow. I did have backpack 200 and storage 50. Something's happened somewhere with this. Go to upgrades in command to increase your storage capacity. So command, and we'll go to upgrades. Oh, here we go, into tools. The backpack. Definitely need to get my backpack up. Oh, here we go. My backpack is getting bigger there. Build and repair speed, building health, storm shield. Okay, we'll get that back to where we were. So actually now if I go into... No, not my collection book, we'll have a look at that in a minute. But my storage is fine, I'm at 48 or 60. So I've got an extra 10 slots there, so that's quite good. As I said, with all my farming, backpack 171 or 220, so I'm happy with that at this moment in time. No more to kind of increase that. So back to back, go back into the upgrades here. So what have we looked at? Tools. Completely missed that first time round. So we got pickaxe upgrade. Pickaxe upgrade, building repair speed, and building health. Okay, so I don't want to spend too many skill points. Oh, I'm at max level on that already. Max level on that. Building repair speed. Max level on that. So obviously got through those quite quickly. Might as well just see what's here as well. Okay, well, max level on all of those now. I've got 45 skill points left. Just trying to work out what else I can use skill points for. So I'm guessing it's just in upgrades, which means if I'm looking at it, all those are maxed out. Gadgets here, I've got ones maxed out. I want actually slow field maxed out, which leaves me with about 30 points, which will probably be about right actually on skill tree. Because if I take those out of the equation, I'll be about exactly where I was previously. Okay, so we've got that. Really happy about a little bit of extra change. Where were we in here? So we've gone through heroes, survivors. How's survivors looking? So going into squads here. It's all looking about the same. Oh, I can slot new survivors. So previously I hadn't unlocked those on the research tree, but now they're available to me. Okay, so I'll have a look at a bit of that there. I've got some survivors waiting. As you can see, I've still got some kind of rares in there and quite a few epics. But because I'm focusing on obviously the matches, and I'm then trying to find the leader match as well to tie in. Obviously taking my time a little bit on that as well. But obviously we'll see what happens. turn autofill on. Not sure what it's going to do, so I'm not going to do that just yet in case it messes everything up. So what else have we got here? So we've gone through, okay, so the map is probably going to stay the same. So have a look at the map. Yeah, everything's still the same. Oh, Pathfinder Jess, that's an interesting one. I can imagine quite a lot of people will be going after that. Everything else seems still the same in the maps. So if we go back into command, so we've gone through heroes, gone through survivors, gone through upgrade, gone through research, so still got some research points back, so I might be able to nudge towards a 98, so I might actually get another level or two actually out of this new upgrade, which would be quite nice. Gone into profile, account boosts. Looks like I've still maxed level though, which was interesting because it did say about you'll grant rewards next time you'll level up. Going to the armory, but let's see what's happened here. Resources, that's them. As I said earlier, is farming for legendary perk up, epic perk up. Oh, the perk up's actually gone up. I honestly thought I was sat at a little bit less, but maybe not. That'll be interesting. My survivor XP has definitely gone up. I was sat at about 1 million, so my survivor XP has jumped up by way over 1 million. So that's really interesting. That's going to be able to me to work on my survivors. Epic legendary perk ups haven't changed. Oh, legendary flux has changed. That is fantastic. So I've got enough for 2 increases there, which is great. I've got more line in the bottle, pure drop range. So they must have come from the collection book realignment of rewards or the commander level rewards. So really happy with that. That means now when we look into my schematics here, so this is my floor launch I've been working on. Been looking at the double reload, double impact. Obviously I've got my durability on there. Reload, impact. That looks like no, it's still all about the same. So actually now, if so I'm in the schematics, so if I can go into that, I can upgrade it, and I can upgrade. Now I can increase my rarity. There we go, because I've got that legendary flux. So really happy with that. So getting that straight up back to the 130, what I want. Then obviously I've just got to kind of fill out these bottom two. So obviously looking at modified perks, don't think I've got enough. Nope. My legendary perk up hasn't changed at all. Okay, so if we come back from that, as you can see, I've got gold rolls, I've got obviously gas trap, floor trap. I like to use those in combination, and obviously my guns are as well. I'm working on a few others at the moment. I've also got a backup gas trap for lower levels as well. I'm working on. Obviously, I don't want to be spamming out 130 traps in low level missions, so I'm working on this ceiling gas trap as well, just as a kind of secondary. But what I had done previously, before I did upgrade it, is as you can see here, I'd crafted 400 106 traps just to kind of sit in here. I've already got 100 130s crafted as well. Oh, actually no, I've got 600. I've got 200 sat here as well in my backpack. So where were we? Armory. So we looked at the schematics, looked at my backpack, got that storage. Really happy with those 2 increases. They are going to help me out massively. Let's look at my collection book. So collection book level 131, which is where I thought it was around. Obviously the recent Fortnite Mayors, got all those put in, which is absolutely fantastic. Let's look at rewards coming up. Now this is more like it. So previously Survivor XP, I think for the next level was only 5k. And as you'll know, 5k when you start getting above kind of power level 70 doesn't really do much at all. But really good to see they've increased that up to 50 as well. Be interested to see if somebody does a bit of data mining and be able to see what all the upcoming collection level rewards are. Okay, so transform, there we go. So I'm guessing everything is just the same as it was previously. And we've already looked at resources. Really happy I've got that extra repack, which is great. I was hoping for a little bit more, I won't lie. Happy I've got the legendary flux, legendary perk up, and the epic perk up. Haven't really got any at all, but I did get line in a bottle, which I seem to always be short of. Item shop, what have we got here? Emerald Llama Claim 1. Okay. Event score hasn't changed. As I said, we've got just under 12 hours to go there. It changes at midnight UK time here, and currently it's about 12:15. So, one thing I didn't see, what they spoke about up in the patch notes here was, where are we? Gone through the upgrade points. Where are we? Through skill tree, research tree. Where's the collection book? There we go. Reward quantities. Okay, collection rewards update. Perk up, reperk and flux. So legendary epic up to 130. It doesn't look like I got any perk up at all. Definitely got reperk. Definitely got flux. What it did say, gift box containing menus rewards. So I didn't see a gift box, so maybe that gift box was automatically deployed in. So let's have a look at our quests. What do I want to look here is I'm looking for quest log. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Okay, Fortnite Mares, Danger and Miss, still 100 reperk up there. Side quests. I'm currently sat on the next Storm Shield 7. Still getting V-Bucks for that, which is great. Daily quests. Haven't played anything today, so still got that to do. And then I'll see all the completed. So whether I got extra rewards for these, which way does it go? Oh, there we go, there we go. So we're starting to get some road trip. Okay, that's interesting there. Okay, so if we come back here, it'd be nice to have seen all the new stuff I've got, so I could just actually see what I've got. As you can see, I've got commander level up there. They've changed that. All my stats look about where they were. As I said, I tried to kind of all level them out, but I'm going to have to pay that because I've got some extra stuff. Daily rewards is still sat there. What have I got? Most of my daily rewards tend to come around every Saturday for me, so I've got 150 this Saturday, 300 next Saturday. Basically, all I do is I kind of save up my V-Bucks, and as soon as we get the people arms or super people arms, that's what I tend to personally spend my V-Bucks on. In the early days, when I first started playing it, I started playing Save the World, so I didn't have to buy V-Bucks for Battle Royale. Now it's changed, I don't spend any V-Bucks on Battle Royale, and I'm putting them into Save the World. So I think we've gone through the majority of it here. I'm going to have another play around the research points here. That gets us. As I said, I've got my resources. I'm sitting on 2.2 million here of now Survivor XP. So I'm going to be able to have a look at that, and I've got the other materials for kind of leveling up the survivors there. So I'm going to have a play, see if I can get to level 100. I'm not going to rush it. I'm just going to have a look around and understand it. But yeah, that's the new version 6.3 update. I think I've covered everything. But obviously, when you're all logging on, have a look around. Hope you get what you want as well from the updates. I'm quite happy. I'm really happy to see the developers putting in a bit more time on that. It just looks a little bit nicer. And also the ability that you don't have to unlock everything at once. You can choose what you want to do. But obviously I kind of went through the hard way. Still no Twine storyline. I'm guessing there'll be no Canny storyline as well at the moment. So Fortnite Mares has been done. Nothing left for me to do in there. And obviously I'm not going to go in and obviously it's still the candy, because what I am trying to do is I dropped me the Swan about a week or so ago. Really loved that gun. I thought it was quite good. But I don't have the schematic at the moment. Well, I've had schematics, but it was going to cost me quite a few thousand repack to get it to where I wanted it. So obviously I threw it straight into obviously my collection book. As you can see, it's what are we looking at? Reload speed, stability, fire, headshot, miss monster costly. So it would have cost me a bit too much. But obviously, I kind of like the candy because I want to get a kind of half decent roll on it so I can start to work them out. So I found it was brilliant. Candy corn LMG, not really a big fan of it, but I haven't really done any work on it at the moment. So yeah, when you're in the Hexylvania missions, let's see if they've changed that at all. But no, you're only getting 50 candies as rewards, whereas kind of in Twine candy rewards, you're looking at, if I can find one, 120 candy, so a lot different. It's a lot easier to farm, twice as quick. So that is really interesting. What we've got here, for hero XP, or survivor XP, which I'm good for at the moment. Schematic, okay, so no kind of perk ups. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's back to my research points. I'm getting 350 an hour, which I think is more. For some reason, I think I was only getting 160 an hour. I think. Maybe wrong, but obviously looks like we've got a limit there of 33,600. So I can't collect any more at the moment, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to kind of carry on playing around with that. But again, thanks very much, Fergie1980. Drop me a like. Also on Twitch, Fergie1980. But obviously I do stream to Twitch and YouTube and then upload them both to the other channels retrospectively. If you're interested, check out Twine Storm Shield 6, did solo with Constructor, my guys Carl, said it got the hair at the end, but thank you very much.